Face to Face with Wondrous Women and the Wondrous Woman of the Year Awards are brought to you by TLS Graphics. A member of the Green Press Initiative, recycled and environmentally friendly papers are available for any project. We care as much about the environment as you do.
Welcome to Face with Wondrous Women. I'm Ruth McCurdy, your host, and today my guest is Toni Harris. Toni's an author, a speaker, a life coach. She has a radio show. She's a mom. She has grandchildren. She is a wondrous woman. Toni, thank you so much for being my guest today.
Thank you for having me. I am so excited to be here.
Good. Well, you've got a big story to tell, so we're just going to jump right into that if that's okay.
Okay.
When I met you, I did a little research on your background, and one of the things that I learned about you is that you had a weight issue. And looking at you today, I can't even imagine that. So can you tell me a little bit about that and what you did? And
yes, I had a weight issue twice.
Okay, twice. Okay.
So, I didn't have enough the first time.
Right.
So I weighed 242 pounds in 1998.
Wow.
I could not believe that I had allowed myself to get so big. In fact, I didn't realize I was that big until I had received a picture in the mail. Came in a cryptic envelope, no return address, wrapped in a white piece of paper. I remember where the picture was taken, so it came from somebody that I worked with, but I didn't recognize myself.
Oh my goodness.
When I opened the envelope, I was like, who is this? Well, that picture actually became my claim to fame because that day I walked into the house. I did a slow walk into the house wondering who was this, and on the radio was playing a commercial for a weight loss center. I'd heard that commercial 1,000 times, but today something inside of me said pick up the phone. And I picked up the phone. I went to that center that afternoon and started the program the next day and didn't quit until I lost 90 pounds.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's fantastic.
It was. And my husband at the time joined me. He had high blood pressure and diabetes. He needed to come off the medication. He was working at a very popular hamburger restaurant at the time. But he decided, he made up his mind, he was going to lose the weight with me. And together, after about 8 months, we lost 150 pounds.
Wow, that's amazing.
It is amazing.
Now, you said that you found it again?
I did. I am the queen of drastic steps, and I've turned my life around multiple times. And what happened was I took a career change. I made a career change to become a financial advisor. I was a trainer at the time. And they kept telling me, with your personality, you will be a great financial advisor. And I was like, I don't do money. I do computers.
You spend money.
I spend money. I don't do money. I don't invest. I don't know anything about the stock market. But they kept saying, go ahead and take the test and we'll train you. Well, I got a serious offer from Florida. And the manager said, you're going to have a lucrative territory. You can share it 50-50 with another advisor. Long story short, I took the leap. Moved from Texas, left my mama, and moved to Florida.
Oh, dear.
And everything I was promised did not exist.
Really?
So here I am starting in a business I really know nothing about. I don't have a degree. My confidence is really not that great. And by the way, this was June of 2000.
When the world was just falling apart financially.
Exactly. Yeah. And everybody's money I invested lost money for the first 2.5 years. So I ended up driving 36,000 miles in my car in 1 year to make that business work.
And?
I gained all the weight back because I was eating behind the wheel.
Right.
So while I was being successful at the business and I was turning it into a success, I could not focus on everything, and I let my weight go, and I gained more weight. I went up to 250 pounds.
Wow, that had to be hard.
It was horrible because the first time I lost the weight, my husband and I were in Ebony magazine.
I see.
The whole world had seen our success, and so I was mortified. I felt humiliated. Sure. And I had to figure out something to lose the weight. I tried every program, every fad diet. It just wasn't coming off. So in 2004, I took a drastic step and had gastric bypass surgery.
That's amazing. And I want to hear more about that, but we're going to take a quick break. Thank you so much for your time so far this morning. As you can tell, Toni's got a great story to tell, and we're looking forward to coming back after the break. Hi, I'm Ruth McCurdy, the co-author of Help, My Wonder Woman Cape is Caught in the Vacuum. You know, we wrote this book to help women uncover their passions and realize their dreams and decide about their purpose and get clarity around that. It's a wonderful basis for a workshop or even a women's retreat. You know, we've been talking to a lot of our girlfriends and talking about using this as an idea for a fundraiser, and one of the things that seems to stand out is that people are afraid to book a speaker because of the costs associated with that, and oh my goodness, what if we don't sell tickets? Well, we're taking all the fear out of that, because basically all you have to do is let your folks know about it, and then we'll come in, we'll do the workshop, and then we split the proceeds. It's not even a 10% tithe, it's 50-50, and we love being able to give back in that way. If you think this might be of value to you, and I guarantee you your women need it, think about giving us a call. We'd love to talk to you about it.
This segment of Face to Face with Wondrous Women and the Wondrous Woman of the Year Awards are brought to you by TLS Graphics. A member of the Green Press Initiative, recycled and environmentally friendly papers are available for any project. We care as much about the environment as you do. And now back to Face with Wondrous Women.
Welcome back to Face with Wondrous Women. My guest today, Toni Harris, has been sharing such an amazing story. And Toni, we were talking about your weight loss, and you mentioned you had gastric bypass surgery. That was pretty drastic.
It was drastic, and I tell you, when I was going through the process, I didn't have the money. Insurance had denied me, and I had to figure out how to make it happen. You know, and us girls, we can always find the money.
Especially if you want to make it happen, right?
So, you know, I take drastic steps in my life all the time. But one thing I always tell my audience is, when you have a situation and things haven't turned out the way you want them to, don't be in denial about them.
Exactly.
You know, realize where you are and figure out a solution to fix it. And for me, the gastric bypass was that solution. So find a way to get it done, and don't deny that it needs to be done.
Well, you look amazing. Now let's kind of move forward to today. I know that you are pursuing your degree. You're getting that degree that you always wanted, but you've also had some bumps in the road too. Can you tell us a little bit about what's going on there?
So in 2009, I was working for my company, which happened to be a little AIG company. And you remember the whole AIG thing. Yeah. And so they disbanded my department, and I found myself looking for a six-figure income job with no degree. See, I had worked myself up through the system, and people at my company knew me, but the people on paper didn't know me. Right. And I realized at that point that it was not going to work, and I had to make a change. Right. Well, I had not really seriously considered ever going to college because I had been successful without it.
Absolutely.
But once that happened to me, I said, you know what, it's time to take that drastic step and go to school. And so I'll be graduating in September this year, a year early.
A year early?
A year early. And it hasn't been without obstacles. A year after I started school, I met a wonderful man that I fell in love with who had stage 4 colon cancer. And I made the drastic decision to marry him anyway. And I've had to go through, I remember Skyping with my classmates in his hospital room. So, and I'm still going through that with him. And it's a challenge. And some people would have given up. But I have a goal. I have to get that goal. I have to make it happen. And so I just keep moving forward, keep taking steps one day at a time. I'm down to my last 2 classes.
Good for you.
I'm so excited.
I'm excited for you. That's great.
So yes, it's wonderful.
Well, you know, you're truly a wondrous woman, all of the things that you've done, and you've been such an inspiration to me just in this short amount of time that we've actually got to spend with each other today. If we could tell our audience just one little nugget that keeps you going, or something that you'd like to share that gives them hope and encouragement that they can get through anything like you have.
Well, you know, it's not easy.
No.
And life happens, and there are moments when I think, you know what, I just want to quit. I want to give up. But I can't. Number one, I have my kids watching me, and that's real important to me, for them to see that you have to keep moving no matter what the circumstances. I feel like life has sunshine, it has clouds, and it has storms. And sometimes when we're going through the storms, we think it's never going to end. But like regular storms, they do end. And our thing is to keep on moving. keep on moving. So taking drastic steps, one day at a time, keep moving, and pray a lot.
Absolutely. Well, thank you so much for being my guest today. We're going to look for your book that's coming out, Taking Drastic Steps.
Sometimes you have to take drastic steps to turn your life around.
There you go.
I'm very excited.
Well, we're looking forward to that. Best of luck to you. And thank you for watching Face to Face with Wondrous Women. We'll see you next time.
This segment of Face to Face with Wondrous Women and the Wondrous Woman of the Year Awards are brought to you by TLS Graphics. A member of the Green Press Initiative, recycled and environmentally friendly papers are available for any project. We care as much about the environment as you do.